So I'm outside of this Ace hardware store. You can see over here. And I need to have some air, you all. I'm outside Ace Hardware. Where is my keys? I just had them in my hand. How did I lose them? You think I could lose my keys that fast, you all? Gina? How am I even going to get in my car if I can't find my keys? Where did I put them? You all, I'm trying to... How could I lose my keys that fast, you all? I lost my keys. I was just... That's to my Jeep. That's to my Subaru. I got in the car. They're in my pocket. They're right in my pocket. I didn't even start my vehicle. That's why I can't roll down my window, because I couldn't find my keys. And I'm thinking my nose is going to get red in the heat, you all. I'm trying to... No! How did these... These are it, you all. I didn't know where my keys... See, that's from yesterday. Forgetful. Remember being forgetful? I forgot I had my keys in my pocket. I normally get in my car. But anyway, so many parts are on back order. Like, I've been outside working on my log splitter. And because it won't start. Let me show you it. You see it right here? Well, Gina, yeah, I don't want to get my seat dirty. I don't want to get my seat dirty, you all, but this is the carburetor off my log splitter. It's like a I don't know, 22 point, I don't know, 60 ton, some kind of ton log splitter. Look at this. So I've been out there taking it off because it wouldn't start. And you can see, I thought maybe I had bad gas. But I noticed on this, I had the spring. This goes to another bracket, but there was a bracket that had a spring for this thing right here to move. Like that. But this thing right here, the spring fell off somehow, and I don't got the spring to it. So they can order the replacement carburetor, which is nice to have, for $59. But the little spring and the rod that goes to this part, see, this is like an opening too on this side to let the gas flow through. And over here, you know, when this thing turns, it opens the carburetor up too, if I can turn it, Gina. Well, I can't do it with my... Yeah, I can. I can do it with my fingers, you all, but my fingers getting stuck in there. Okay. But this part, I can get this in 2 days, the carburetor itself, but not the spring and not the little rod, because this is a Briggs... This is a... I think it's a Briggs & Stratton carburetor. It's 2 weeks back order for the spring and the rod that goes to this. And it's only like $5 or $6. So are you all noticing that too? If you want to repair your own equipment, y'all, this is really important. We can't find parts for our equipments. I love you all too. You've been waiting for your transmission, and it's arriving very late because of the tornado in Mississippi. Yeah. The separate part thing is happening for the trucks too, you all. If you're trying to do any type of repairs or something like this, I mean, this would be good. If I knew what the original one looked like, I could rig something for it. I could. But I thought, no, something's missing. It needs the spring and it needs the rod so the governor can work correctly, you all. So, I would encourage you, if you got any type of equipment that you personally work on, you do your own maintenance, you need to have some backup parts. He said, well, do you still want the carburetor? I said, yeah, I'd like to have the carburetor for backup. I want a replacement carburetor too, because I never know if I'll ever be able to get one again for the log splitter. As for that spring, I don't know either. They really played with the Caterpillar heavy equipment and the software. It has software, Johanna, to operate it now. Y'all just tuning in. This is really serious. I'm out here at the Ace Hardware in Salem, Indiana. And they're really, really helpful, you all. Extremely helpful. If I ever need anything, which I rarely come in there. I really rarely do, but 2 weeks. He said if it doesn't come in, if he knows it's going to come and going to be even later, he said he'll keep calling around. He's ordering directly from the warehouse itself. He said, so it doesn't matter where you go. If you're ordering from the warehouse itself, There's going to be a backlog of 2 weeks, if then. You like to never load this live feed. It's difficult. The last time it was hard. It's because it's me. It's my energy. It's so powerful. It's so powerful. I got so much powerful energy in me, and my frequency, it causes an overload on the YouTube. And that's why you can't load it, because my frequency is way too high. I can laugh about it. I can laugh about it right now. Sometimes it's not funny. That's why, we'll just say it, that my frequency is way too high. That's why you're having trouble trying to load it. But y'all really listen to this carburetor. And I can clean it out. And I'll probably clean this out. But I don't know if I want to work anymore on it today. I might try to... Well, I hope I don't forget how to put it back together in 2 weeks. Yeah. It's been strange, you all. Hello there, Rainia Blue. Your Aunt Gina says hello. Yes. Everybody is freely wonky. They're wonky. Y'all, it's hard to find certain items, certain products, certain parts for your vehicles, replacement parts and things like that, because everything is on back order. Not everything, but a lot of this stuff. All it takes is one teeny tiny, a spring, because they're very, very specific. And you can't just put any spring on there. I guess you can kind of try to replicate it, you all, just a little bit. You just see my carburetor right here. I took it out and the gas spilled out, but I didn't know it had like a opening right there and the choke right here. I thought it only had one thing on this, because lawnmowers I don't think have 2 things. When I opened it up, you all, I was expecting to see the little pin that hangs down on it for the float. When you open this up, it just has this part right here, and I was expecting to see, where's that little pin, that little metal pin that hangs down on the inside of this carburetor. You can see the hole in there. I'm thinking, what happened to the inside of that? So I don't know what happened with it. I'm thinking, I hope somebody didn't come and take my spring off of my log splitter one night to jeopardize it because they didn't like me. That's what I was thinking. Because the log splitter is really good, you all. It really is. I got to get this back on here. But I am. It'd be nice to have a spare part, as with anything else, you all. It's like filthy dirty. It's fine. It's fine. So, yeah, we're talking about it. Have you saw the barge of methanol in the Ohio River? Well, I know they got some methanol in the Ohio River. Okay, Philip Tilton, let's talk about those underground bunkers. So truly, I was thinking about this last night, because that video last night about the, you know, I thought I got this really well. You know, my dash split, and they have JB Weld. Of course, I didn't have to get the color for this, for your dash. And I just thought, I'll just put white on there. I don't care, but I should have got a different color. And I thought I covered the crack up really good, but you can see it's trying to crack more. This is a 03 Dodge. It's holding together pretty well, but I think I'm going to have to put another thing of that on there, you all. Okay, well, I'm talking about this. So, yeah, you're talking about the underground bunkers, too. Yeah, they're poisoning the water. So, if you think about the underground, that video from last night about the God of Chaos asteroid that is due April the 13th of 2029. That's why they got the dart missing. They want to try to knock the asteroids out. They got some years to practice, you all. They really do. And there's different dates that they've given. But if you look at that video last night from the 55-minute mark, and you see the simulation of where that would fall down into the Atlantic Ocean, the round, I don't know, perimeter, the shock wave or whatever, first it goes all the way down to the bottom of the ocean, makes the water come straight up, and then it's going to come back down. You're going to have fire come. It reaches over to the middle of the United States, that great big ring of it. And if you think about the middle of the United States, that's where on the other side of the United States, toward the West Coast, they bought up all the farmland. Remember? The billionaires bought the farmland. That's the land that ain't going to get touched if that asteroid falls right there in that area. But really, ask yourself, you all, I'm talking about carburetors. You can't get the items that you're supposed to be. That's what your topic is, Gina. You can't get you can't be getting the parts that you normally would get. You can't. You have to wait on them. I'm going to wait 2 weeks for a spring for this carburetor so it can work properly with the governor. So yeah, the rich people, the Jeff Bezos and the media moguls and the likes, they bought up the land. Remember that? On this side of the United States, from the go toward west side. And if that truly is coming, yeah, how do they know specifically where that asteroid would hit the Earth? How? Because they said it would have 100,000 times the effect as that one thing that was dropped on you know what. 100,000 times the effect. What if some kind of rogue alien, or something, they specifically targeted that area with something and then boom, they did it. Some rogue alien. I'm being nice with my words, okay? I'm being nice. I'm watching what I'm saying. I'm gonna call it a rogue alien entity or alien species that did it and caused it to go in a certain place, because they wouldn't have bought the farmland, you all. They would not have bought the farmland at all. It just makes sense. So if you're seeing food, I'm talking about this carburetor right here. I've got back order on it. I took it off my log splitter, and it's missing the springs, but I told him go ahead and order me another carburetor. Yeah. So, if they're taking the food to the underground, then they're preparing, because they're going to have a whole lot of food if you're going to have a catastrophic events. A whole lot of food storage underground for the surviving people who make it underground, kind of like the 2012, but then they had a select group of people. So, yeah, if you're all just tuning in, I'm here in Salem, Indiana, outside of the Ace Hardware, looking for a part. I want to buy a replacement carburetor for my log splitter right here that I took off. And but I told him I needed a spring also, and that's 2 weeks on back order, because it's a Briggs & Stratton, and it's a carburetor Pacific for that model. Luckily I took a picture. If you're going to go look for something, take a picture of your engine. I didn't know that the model number was on there, but he found it was on it had metal stamp on a tag on it in my picture, so I lucked out. So, yeah, hello there, Light Seeker. Applebrooks, honey, are you on here? Her's on here, mommy. 147 things. It's really nice out. I'd rather like be home. I am going home. I just want to get in here. Red Wing shoes are a really good brand of work shoes. They really are. You want to wear some good boots, you got the Red Wing. That's great. Get you some nice leather shoes, you all. You might want to like go to the thrift stores and check out their clothing there, because would you want to wear clothing that has tags all in it, tracking stuff, because they have it. Yeah. So I'm sure there still is a shortage of parts on engines and stuff like that for vehicles, but they're all supposed to transition over, aren't they? They're supposed to transition over to electric vehicles like in 2025. Yeah, they are grand. We like the Red Wing. We do. I like them. I like good. I dress for comfort and durability. I want my clothes to be durable. I want my shoes to be durable. That's what I'll try to wear. If I got boots, they're going to last me a long time, and I'm going to feel very comfortable in them, and I don't care what they look like. If they're comfortable on my feet and durable and rugged, I wear them. You want good shoes for the apocalypse, you do. So I'm not going to be on here long. I'm probably going to go back home and do something with that carburetor. Probably try to stick the bracket back on here and like put the bolts back where they belong and wait for 2 weeks. And that way I won't forget how to put it back together. It'll probably, yeah, comfortable and durable. Yeah. But I would encourage you all, if you need replacement parts like spark plugs or, I don't know, filters for your outdoor equipment, it would be nice to have a few items on hand in case you couldn't get them again. Really, it would. Because you just never know. You don't. And, you know, you never know if you might have somebody you run into during apocalypse that is mechanically inclined. They know how to fix things even though you do not, right? That's right. You've having nightmares, electric stuff. Yeah, get the parts. You can do it. Oh, I know I can do it. I can work on small engines. One time in Maryland, we're talking about finding parts, y'all. One time in Maryland, we lived on Fort Meade. I'd go trash picking. I had this black pickup and it had a cover on the back. Me and my neighbor, we'd get in there. We pile the kids in the back of the vehicle. They'd sit in there on their bench seats and stuff, and we go around looking for the stuff the military people throwed out. And I'd find a bunch of lawnmowers. I bring the lawnmowers home. I would change the oil, sharpen the blades, the spark plugs, and sometimes, you know, the little thing that you pull that was messed up, and just simple things. I can work on the engines really well. And one day, I set the lawnmowers out. I had a yard sale. I made $400 one day selling yard sales. I think I sold around 12 of them on base. Yeah, that was another lifetime, you all. Another lifetime working on small engines and big, large engines and vehicles. But it's okay. You got to love what you're doing. If you don't, then it's not that fun. It's not. Yeah. I think a lot of us are super women. I really do. Super women, super men. That's right. You don't want to smell gas too long because it might make you nauseous. Don't smell it. Your truck is very basic. Isn't that nice? You roll down the windows by hand. We have one car like that, and it's my daughter's, a 98 Grand Am manual windows, which is perfect. I like a vehicle that I can work on. I don't like a vehicle with all the sensors in it. I don't. My husband's Jeep, when you drive it, he comes to a setting still, and it turns off. It's one of those push button things, and I'm thinking, and it's a stick shift. I can drive a stick shift, but I'd like something more basic. Your mom had a truck with the cover. Carpeted benches. You all, that's right. So, you all, that's about it. Yeah. It's hard to find the parts to the items that you need. And you may find things on back order. Sometimes things are on back order for 6 months, depending on what the item is. Yeah. For a long, long time. And then you just got to put your life on hold, or you can just learn to do a workaround. You all work around it. Okay. It's so beautiful out. It really is. I'm going to go home, maybe do something outside. I'm done talking. I found my keys because I didn't know what happened to them, but they were in my pocket. I'm going to put my Subaru keys in my purse. I'm going to leave that right there. And I'm going to go, you all, but thank you all. So, yeah, if you may not know that if you need a replacement carburetor like this. You may not know that you can get the carburetor if you're lucky, but you may not be able to get the springs that you need that somehow fell off. You may not be able to get them at all. And you got it on back order, so just keep that in mind, y'all. We got to get prepared. We do. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, you all. And make the most of this day. Make the most of it. Don't just sit there when you know you can get up and do something. It's your just mind over your body. You can do it, you all. You can. Thank you, moderators. I love you all. Thank you for your comments. Love you.